Who doesn't love a good fraction question? So this one, we are asked to solve an equation, two nice fractions for us, subtracting them, and it equals 2. So you will know that to add or subtract fractions together, they need to have the same denominator. And a quick way of doing that is called cross multiplying, where the new denominator is actually just both denominators multiplied together, but then we need to adjust the numerators by multiplying by the opposite denominator. Alright, so let's do that one first. So we have 5x plus 4 multiplied by the opposite denominator, 2x plus 1. And then we subtract 3x minus 4 multiplied by the opposite denominator, x plus 4. And this is all over the new denominator, which is x plus 4 times 2x plus 1. Don't forget, all of that equals 2. Now you might be thinking this is an absolute mess. I would totally agree with you, but all as it is 1, 2, 3 quadratic expansions, right? And then it'll simplify down. So just take it one step at a time, or you could be like me and try it all at once. So let's look at this first two brackets, expanding that out. So 5x times 2x is 10x squared, 5x times 1 plus 5x, 4 times 2x plus 8x, 4 times 1 plus 4. And then we minus the next expanded quadratic, so 3x times x, 3x squared, 3x times plus 4 plus 12x, minus 4 times x minus 4x, minus 4 times positive 4 minus 16. This is all over x times 2x, 2x squared, x times 1 plus x, 4 times 2x plus 8x, 4 times 1 plus 4. Alright, now the fun bit of grouping the like terms, and it'll start to simplify a lot more. So looking at the numerator, 10x squared minus 3x squared, 7x squared. 5x plus 8x is 13x minus 12x, right? Minus 12x is 1x, but then plus 4x would give us 5x. Just being really careful about that negative in front of the bracket of the 3x squared there. So maybe take this a bit slower. You could, let's do that first. Just backtrack a little bit. Oh no, deleting so many bits. It'll be worth it. Alright, so when we get to here, strongly recommend, if negatives aren't your strong suit, which is most people, distribute this negative out first. So what I mean by that is everything else over here stays the same. But now we will have negative 3x squared, negative 2x, positive 4x, positive 16, right? Because negative times a negative becomes a positive. So now it's going to be a lot simpler when we group the like terms. So we have 10x squared minus 3x squared, 7x squared. 5x plus 8x is 13x. Hang on. This should have been at 12x, shouldn't it? Yes. 13x, 5x plus 8x minus 12x, 1x plus 4x becomes 5x. Plus 4 plus 16 becomes plus 20. All over 2x squared plus 9x plus 4. Now I just realized I forgot the equals to. I left it all the way up the top there, but we can just fill that in because we're still trying to solve this equation, right? It's not an expression that we're simplifying. It's an equation we're solving. All that hard work. Now we can multiply both sides by the denominator. And we're left with 7x squared plus 5x plus 20 equals 2 times that denominator. We can, of course, expand the right-hand side. 2 times 2x squared plus 2 times 9x plus 2 times 4. Whew. Yep, a lot of work, I know. We could have also just used our calculator right at the start, but it is an algebra paper, so you need to show some evidence of your algebra skills. But so when we get to here, this is a good place to be. I see a quadratic on both sides of the equation, so we could just simplify it even further. Right, take everything to the left, subtract 4x squared, subtract 18x, subtract 8. That will then equal 0. And now we just have a quadratic, which we can solve. So we can use our calculator for this. So go menu, equa for equation, F2, polynomial, degree 2 for a quadratic, a value of 3, b value of negative 13, oh, not negative 1, negative 1, 3, c value of 12, execute and solve. So x will equal 3 or 4 over 3. Yeah. So again, just to summarize this one, we had a fraction, two fractions, algebraic fractions. We cross-multiplied to get the same denominator, but we had to adjust the numerators. We then expanded grouped like terms to boil it down to this fraction. We then multiplied both sides by the denominator to get it all in one numerator. Expanded, took everything to one side to get a quadratic equation, and then we solved it. In this case, I just used my calculator, but you could factorize it, complete the square, or use the quadratic formula. Right? But the key steps in this problem is that algebraic simplification, this last little bit of solving. That's just, yeah. You've shown that elsewhere in your exam paper by now.